Well, good afternoon. We're looking at conditions that are yet again on the snowy side here this afternoon now. It started up this morning and it's still coming down in Fargo-Moorhead. The good thing is that the wind has been light, so it's actually kind of pretty the way that it's falling here. It's a nice, softly falling snow, but it's adding up and we're starting to see more and more issues on some of those roadways because of that. You can see some of the tire tracks here in our view on the south end of town here this afternoon. Excuse me, we're looking at conditions elsewhere that are improving in some spots. There are places that are actually, we're getting reports of sunshine up north, so it really depends on where you are. It's getting better up in East Grand Forks and Grand Forks in the upper right. And in the Dilworth area, we're seeing, again, that snow coming down near the Fargo-Moorhead region. Also, Halstead along Highway 200, you can see the tire tracks there. And then over at the tri-level in Fargo, also lower visibility and some snow even on the interstate. So that tells you what we're dealing with because those are the roads that get treated first. And we still have some snow there. So it's going to be slick out there. Fargo-Moorhead dealing with it. Surrounding areas, you see that darker blue as this drops to the south and east very gradually. And so you can see it's basically winding down up along Highway 2. We're still seeing a few flakes, perhaps around Grand Forks, but overall things are quieting there. It's these darker blue areas along Highway 200 where we're looking at some more steady snow. And then down into Cass County and back over into Barnes County as well. And of course, Fargo-Moorhead right in the thick of things here, especially on the west side of the metro, but we are seeing that into the Moorhead area as well, where you have that darker blue. A look at our visibility. We're at 2 miles in Fargo, 3 in Grand Forks and in Valley City. So visibility reports are on the lower side, not necessarily a complete whiteout, but if you're driving along, we saw that video at the top of the hour where we saw, when you're trying to travel at 50, 60, 70 miles per hour, that snow hits you pretty quickly and it really does reduce your visibility a lot more. And this is really falling right along that temperature gradient that we have here. Fargo's at 13 degrees, but notice how cold we are up in Langdon. We've been watching our temperature drop there through the day. We're at 1 degree in Langdon, 7 in Grand Forks, 13 in Fargo, and we'll stay cold on this holiday. We'll see temperatures either remaining steady or continuing to dip. So our forecast models did not handle that eastward extent of this system very well, and they're still not handling it well. This is the best one, showing that we've, of course, got the snow in southeastern North Dakota, and that's going to continue to dip to the south and east. The general movement on it will be that, and we're going to see that eventually depart today, but it's going to take its time. So that means all that light snow will start to build up in some areas. Now heading into the 5 o'clock hour tonight, most of that snow winding down. I wouldn't be surprised if we still had some lingering in the southern end of the valley though, and roads won't be great for that evening commute because of the snow we've seen in these spots. And then heading into tonight, there's a second round. So we'll get a bit of a break. And then this is 10 o'clock tonight. We're going to see another one kind of following the same path, dropping in from northwest to southeast, affecting eastern North Dakota mainly, but it will push into Minnesota a little bit, heading into tomorrow morning for tomorrow morning's commute. So not quite done with this round of snow just yet. So for today, this is in addition to what we've seen. We're looking at the potential for up to another inch of snow, though I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little bit more the way this is moving so slowly. And then continuing on into the morning hours tomorrow and beyond, another round moves through. And so where those places are where we end up with a little more snowfall, with those 2 rounds moving through, we could end up with a couple of inches of snow. Once that clears, we warm up quickly for Wednesday, back into the 30s, and then back down again on this roller coaster weather we've got going on, a frigid Friday ahead.
We'll have to definitely stay tuned and pay attention to how the roadways are going to look. But like you said, a little bit of a warm up soon. So that's exciting news to look forward to. But this up and down movement, it's a little awkward. Hopefully we'll be one of the temperatures pretty soon. Thanks, Lisa.